Hey guys, welcome to Vanishing Gates. I am your host in the strange, the unexplained, the weird, sometimes criminal, the oblong, the obtuse, the 47 other words I can't pronounce every day, Jay. And with me right now is
Paco.
And Jack should be joining us here shortly. We are running behind schedule because Jack has this thing called a job, apparently. Just super stupid.
Who works on weekends?
Who works at all?
I mean, just...
Why can't we just sell methamphetamines?
Get your life straight, all right? I mean, marijuana is now legal in the state of California. I mean, get into that. You know, do something with your life.
Yeah, grow dope for a living.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you, you slackers?
Oh my God.
Pot's legal in Cali now. I expect you to do all the weed.
Absolutely.
All of the weed.
All the time.
Oh, we are now joined by
I need a shirt.
The big stoner Jack.
the gorilla in the mist.
That's not my nickname.
Would you like my sweatshirt to wear there, Jack?
Yes.
You're not gonna.
I have to
are you
throw
gonna
Jack a shirt.
Are you gonna rip it off in the middle of the show right now?
Yank it off.
Oh my goodness.
Rip it off.
Don't do this. Don't watch.
Let it happen.
Oh, let it happen naturally.
Don't watch.
Let it happen.
I'm not looking.
I'm not Louis C.K.
I'm not
It's all
looking.
right. I won't ejaculate in your eyes.
Oh, what is this?
With or without your permission.
That's awkward.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I really got to throw, but a really great catch. That's all I have to say.
I'm J Pool.
I'm pretty sure this was not planned.
This is not.
This is a tiny shirt, so it's gonna look funny.
Will you hurry your butt up and get over here?
Yes, fat man in the little shirt. That's all I have to say.
You're the one's late with this
I'm
whole
actually
job.
surprised you can even get that over your shoulders.
I got this.
That looks kind of sexy.
It's perfect. It fits perfectly.
Oh yeah, it does. Oh,
Like-
it really does.
It's like a glove.
It really brings out your hard nipples.
Mm-hmm.
Really does. Really brings out those hard nipples.
Why do you have a wallet chain? Hold on.
Hold on.
What year is this?
Leave my wallet.
He has
chain
a
alone.
wallet chain.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
that
gonna
was
sit
like
now.
Jack has a wallet chain.
2002 right there.
Ignore my
2001.
delicious beverage from a certain company that no one knows.
There's a lighter. There's a cigar. Put that shit off the table.
No.
I'm not paying for you to get
You
a
have
raise.
ants on the ground.
You paying for
This
your
is how we
pants.
get ants.
I do know. What is this?
A cigar. What cigar is it there?
The
Jack?
Magicos
Our cigar of the
Cubanos.
show.
The Magicos Cubanos, everybody.
Tasty.
Dominican Republic.
No way.
Yes.
What? It's still Victor Sinclair, by the way. Cigar of the show.
It's not even
Now, guys,
Cuban, Howard. It's Honduran.
Don't forget, we have more guns. But Howard, we don't.
No, we don't.
They don't need to know that. Now, Nick will be joining us shortly. He's going to call in.
You mean
We're
aside
gonna
from
call
Nick
him.
in the chat?
Mm-hmm. He's not going to call us in.
Hi, Nick.
This
He's
is
got to be on the phone with us.
I need my cigar.
We'll light that.
Yes!
Why
Why don't
did
you-
you
why don't you hurry up?
overdo that?
Why are you so late?
What are you going to compensate that flame? You're going to burn out all my juice in that.
Why you gotta
Yeah,
do
it's
this?
still running. What's wrong? There's a jet lighter.
Why do you gotta do
This
this?
is
to
where
us?
Jack tries to light us all on fucking fire. Guys, please don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe. Tonight's show, as always, is brought to you by our
The
friends.
fat man in a little sweater.
Not so much. It's always.
Look at that. I'm going great.
And
I'm going
OBS
slowly.
disconnected once again.
We are not surprised, but we're back. All right, guys. So, as always, our show tonight is brought to you by our friends at Dio's Sandwiches. Paco, you want to talk about that a little bit?
You know what, Dio Sandwiches?
I do love sandwiches.
We love sandwiches.
Dio's, you guys were around for quite a long time. And then, sadly, you went away. But then, you came back into our lives.
Wait,
With the
can we
frosting.
talk about the specialist sandwich of all? The grilled cheese. Come on.
I think we're
You're
getting
supposed
there.
to continue.
I think we're getting there.
No.
I'm actually
Like,
confused
you
as
just
to
like
why you
not-
went there first.
I don't know.
Right? Like, are you hungry? Is
The
that what it is?
specialist
No,
sandwich. If you order this sandwich, you special.
So, if you're here in Eureka, California, and you have just a hunger storm building up in your stomach, for a nice grilled cheese sandwich or a Reuben.
You know, hunger
Or-
storm's a really good way to say it because half the country is frozen in ice right now.
Yeah.
Woo!
I mean, come on. You know,
I do like ice.
Let's be
Ice
sympathetic to the things that matter right now. And so, so if you want a really good sandwich, head on over to the good old Henderson Center.
The good old Henderson Center.
Or you can find Dio's right out there off of Grotto Way or on Grotto Way.
429
I'm
Grotto.
gonna say right now,
Mm-hmm.
this
And,
cigar is actually really good.
Let them know that Vanishing Gates sent you. They'll give
What's
you a
the
nice
price
little
of tea in
discount.
China?
I don't know.
And thanks for listening to our first sponsor. Back to you, Jay.
Don't
Back
forget
to
to check
you,
out
Jay.
Nick's Electronics.
Oh, there's one thing we have
Also-
to do.
What about Nick's Electronics?
There's a certain food we have to mention.
Tamales!
Yes, we do.
They don't serve it at Dio's. So no one wants
No,
it.
that's I don't. You know, this is something that's gonna stick
We
forever.
serve it
Oh,
on Vanishing
you
Gates
do
every
Exactly.
week now.
Exactly.
You guys
exactly.
do stick.
We serve
with
it
a big
up.
S-U-C-K.
Mm,
That's not how you spell stick.
it's not.
Or
It
stick.
is when it's you.
You went to
Now,
the
next part. Don't forget to check out Jason Glenn's Cotton Studio page on Facebook. He has some really cool stuff going up. What are you doing?
So read a fat man in a little sweater. I'm about to like rip this shit off of her.
I kind of wanted him to do the truffle shuffle inside that sweater.
That's not a
You
thing.
can't truffle shuffle outside of a
Sure
sweater.
you Inside the
It's
sweater.
it's-
It's,
that's
the
the
impossible
outside
has not been done, and so therefore he needs to do the impossible,
it's impossibly impossible.
which makes it
Look.
possible.
Let's continue with what he was saying.
Which was
What were you saying, Joe?
Cotton Studios, Jason Glenn. He makes really cool stuff.
Sure does.
Dope ass, bomb ass stuff.
Just
Stuff
check
you're
him
gonna
out.
like.
And you need to go buy it.
Check him out. Buy it. Like
and you
him.
guys even missed
follow.
the part. These guys are so far ahead of themselves. They forgot about the whole Dio's thing. If you go there and
No,
mention
actually,
Vanishing
I'm
Gates,
pretty sure I actually said that.
get a discount.
I'm pretty sure I actually said that.
You didn't.
No, you were
Should.
talking while I said
No,
it.
you didn't.
Wait.
But we will go
You didn't
back.
talk.
We must
I
like,
know.
share, and subscribe. Or you must like, share, and
We
subscribe
totally-
if you would.
totally went over that.
Right here
You suck
on Vanishing Gates,
wholeheartedly.
where Jay sucks. Wholeheartedly. Yep.
Guys, listen.
We're only
Please
selling
like,
Vanishing Gates
Follow,
crampons.
share, and subscribe, and send me a cavalcade of tasers, and I will use them on my co-hosts.
And you
Review
can
and
probably,
pleasure without their knowledge.
and you can send each of those if you want to purchase like a special design on the box. You could probably, contact Pro Prism Design.
I don't know if they deal with boxes.
Well, you
No,
can
no,
put it
no.
on the
That's the
taser.
company. That's the company that if you want like your last name placed all over your house, they'll put it on top of your
We
house.
don't know if they do that.
Oh, we don't.
But we do know if you guys need business cards, go to proprismdesign.com and check them out and have your business card printed. Tell them Vanishing Gates sent you so they pretend that we like them and they
Wait a
like
minute.
us.
I think Dave said he'll buy stuff
Well, that
if
works.
you take your glasses off.
You know what, Dave? Hey, if you go back out to Facebook, if you exit the show like you normally do, thankfully, and you go back to our viewer discussion page, you will see that I actually did an interview without sunglasses. You go ahead and enjoy that. Watch it over and over again, and you enjoy the rest of your evening with that. All right?
Now, guys, what Paco doesn't know, we have a surprise side program going with our buddy Dave in Canada.
Oh, really?
If you email him, he will masturbate into a gym sock to sell you to smack Paco in the face.
Look, this is already off the rails, so I'm going to bring it right back.
No, this is a
No, I'm bringing it
off the rail, man.
$25.99.
That is so
$25.99
Look, can we talk about the fact that half the
per
country,
gym sock.
half the country is in ice, and you just need to let us know if you want us to sell Vanishing Gates crampons. That's all we need to know. We got to get it going.
We have to train
Also, from what I understand, we've gotten into specialty ghost condoms in case there's too many ghosts at once.
Hold on, Amethyst is trying to get pregnant. Leave her alone.
Oh, man.
Sorry, you don't have to use them. They're optional.
They're optional.
I just want to meet the ghosts that can get knocked out.
You know what the issue I have with ghost condoms is that they just always seem a little too small. You know, they just never really fit.
Yeah.
It never works.
It doesn't work.
It's hard to find a condom that fits over a needle and your penis at the same time. I guess.
Hey, just because it's
What is
small,
his email in chat?
it's also small too.
You know, M in chat, just private message and he'll give you the information.
He'll tell you how he's gonna get it to you.
I'm sure we can.
If you
Ship
pay enough,
those
we will
socks
socks
right
right over
over.
the sock.
Oh no, she gets. We're not doing it.
Man.
She gets to do it.
Hey,
Let's
do
enjoy the $25.99.
Do we leave out any of our peoples that we have
I don't
supporters?
believe so.
No.
Did we ever?
I don't think we have supporters. Okay, that's it, guys. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary show. Right quick.
Are we?
You all right there, Jack?
Wait, no.
What are you looking at?
I'm paranoid.
Lost your damn
No, I'm trying to remember something.
He's
Did we ever give the person who like?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
we ever give
Yeah.
the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever happened with that?
A year later, though.
Not a year, a couple months. And she's nice, and she watches the show, and she wants to go ghost hunting with us.
That'd be cool.
My apologies to the person I took the ticket from who bought the only ticket. It's my bad.
Didn't buy the only ticket.
Oh.
We didn't just sell it there. We sold a few tickets.
Oh, I didn't know.
Of course you didn't.
Well, honestly, I
You
didn't
never
reach out
pay
at the end of the
attention
day
to
'cause
us,
I left
Jack.
early,
You
so
never
someone
pay
else can
attention.
There's the
Jeez.
reason I'm the host pool.
Like, you're here, but you're never here.
Thank you.
You know?
I'm here every week, except for when I'm not.
Every week.
I have been here consistently.
I actually look more like a villain that gets killed in a Deadpool comic than actual Deadpool in this.
You look like dumbass pool.
Ass pool?
Asperger's pool.
Alright, so that's rude. Alright. I do want to bring up something that happened this week because it's going to lead us into our story.
This is about the
Our
Oregonians.
topic. Okay, we'll go to Oregonians.
God, can we please talk about that for a second?
Alright, go for it.
Is that what you're
Is
going
there-
to
is
talk
there-
about?
No, but you're right. We should bring it up. You know, I did live in Oregon.
Hold on.
He was born
No.
in that.
I am going to read some tweets that have to do with the Oregonian horrible gas crisis of death. Hold on here. Let's see if I can get it. Any of them up here.
Alright, so Jack is going to read some.
I actually think that we should actually make a...
The gas crisis in Oregon is a big deal, guys.
I think we should actually...
Our
talk
friends
about
to
this.
the near north do not know how to pump their own gas.
We should do Vanishing Gates gas pumping licensing. And we should go through seeing how Oregon, they actually want people to be licensed to pump gas because it's a health safety hazard. I think that we should put together some sort of knowledge and tests
What
and
part
be
of
able to
Oregon are you reading
be able
from?
to help out in this crisis
No,
that they have
no,
going
no,
on.
no.
And I think we should
No,
profit,
that's not what happened.
enormously off of this.
No,
Take
that's
advantage
not
of the week
what
right
happened.
I'm on the other side. I think we need to start a fundraiser to help the poor Oregonians who obviously don't
You're an
know
Oregonian.
how exactly to pump gas. I was raised in Oh God, that's not much better.
Way worse, but you're still an Oregonian.
I was raised in California.
California stand. Get it right.
That is not. I don't really care actually, to be honest. But anyways.
My favorite meme was the Oregon Trail one. Where it's like a wagon train. It's like, you died from not being able to pump your own gas.
That was great. That was great.
Sums it all up.
My favorite.
Do you
my
guys
favorite
know-
tweet was a soldier who had tweeted I was in Afghanistan. I was deployed in Iraq. And I faced down terrorists, murderers, all sorts of people. But I am too afraid to pump gas in Oregon, considering these people are this terrified of pumping gas. Best tweet ever.
I don't know. That's the best tweet ever.
I mean, it's kind of... It's
I
kind
think
of
the best tweet ever was Rosie O'Donnell saying, "Hey, I don't need bacon."
That's not a joke. She really doesn't need bacon any further. But I wish she would just shove it all in there, so that way she could go ahead and move on. And so could the world.
I think there's a little bit more behind what he's saying.
Ew.
I think there's
Ew.
more feelings behind
Shove it all in there.
Shove it
All
in
the
there.
bacon.
I don't care if it takes it
Jack's
back
on
or
week 2 of having his period, so you gotta give him a break. He's been an aggressive bastard the
man.
last 2 weeks.
You
What's
know,
wrong with you, bro?
speaking of amazing stories,
Oh God.
I actually we had a Vanisher post something on our Vanishing Gates newsfeed.
We're really gonna talk about this right now.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do it. I mean, we have to have.
Are you gonna read the actual tweet?
Oh,
the whole.
I'm gonna read the whole thing
about the Australia thing.
So
Wait.
yeah, so
I wasn't off that yet.
What's that?
I wanted to read one tweet real quick.
Okay,
I thought you
read
did.
one
Sorry.
tweet real quick.
Yeah.
Because Paco doesn't think Australia.
I had
real.
to do it.
No,
Okay, so this is a tweet about the gas crisis
No shit.
in Oregon. This is something someone legitimately said was straight. Apparently, this was not a joke. This person actually tweeted this. I had to do it once in California while visiting my brother and almost died doing it, pumping his own gas. This is a service only qualified people should perform.
See? And I think that we should be the company that qualifies people and profit off of it.
If you feel like you deserve $15 an hour to flip a burger or to dip fries, clearly this guy thinks you should make $100 an hour to pump some gas.
Exactly. So
I deserve all the money.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard this. There's this big, huge conspiracy going on out there, and I don't know how many people actually believe it.
Well, clearly some people do.
No one believes it. It's fake.
But if
All right, Paco's gonna read something someone posted to the Vanishing Gates viewer discussion page.
and I'm even gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna read the whole thing, and I'm also gonna let you know where this post originated from, which totally gives the whole credibility of the post within itself. So it comes from Flat Earth Believers.
Oh God.
And
that entire beginning just
let him read.
Right.
It.
And so it
gets
goes
worse.
it goes a little like this.
It's gonna be fake. It's a troll.
Have you ever been to Australia?
yes.
Australia is not real.
Australia. Hold on. For all those in Australia, you're not real. You're actually somewhere else. Australia doesn't exist.
It's a hoax. We'll get there. It's a hoax.
That said, our buddy John is from New Zealand.
Yes,
Which
John.
isn't
Sorry.
Australia though.
Technically, John, New Zealand gets to exist because it's not Australia. So that large country to the north or south of you or whatever, the south of you doesn't exist.
Alright, so Australia is not real. It's a hoax. Made for us to believe that Britain moved over their criminals to some place. In reality, all these criminals were loaded.
Criminals.
The criminals.
What's a criminal?
The Kremlins.
All these criminals
Gremlins.
were loaded off the ships into the waters, drowning before they could see land ever again.
Does this mean that Australia is a social construct?
Literally.
It's a cover-up for one of the greatest mass murders in history, made by one of the most prominent empires. Australia does not exist. All things you call proof are actually well-fabricated lies and documents made by the leading governments of the world. Your Australian friends? They're all actors and computer-generated part of the plot to trick the world.
Oh my God.
If you think you've ever been to Australia, you're terribly wrong.
Keep going.
The pilots are all in on this, and have in actuality, and have in all actually only flown you to islands close nearby, or in some cases parts of South America where they have cleared space and hired actors to act out as Australians. Australia is one of the biggest hoaxes ever created, and you have all been tricked.
Join Fosters!
Join the movement today.
That explains
And
why.
make it known, and make it known that they have been deceived. Make it known that this has all just been a cover-up. The things these Australians my goodness, these Australians says to be doing. Yeah, that's what it says. That's why.
Dude, it's
that's why I like stuttered about it because it just didn't make sense. All these swear words and actions based on alcoholism, the MDMA, and bad decisions are all ways to distract you from the ugly truth that is one of the greatest genocides in history. 162,000 people was said to have been transported to this imaginary land
Damon's land
during a mere 80 years, and they're all long dead by now. They never reached that promise.
There are no Aboriginals!
Tell the truth. Stand up for what is right. Make sure to spread the word. Australia is not real. You guys got that? Make sure. It is,
Guys.
it's a code word for the cold-blooded murder of more than 100,000 people, and it is not okay.
Well,
we will not accept this. Stand up for the ones who died. Let it be known that Australia does not exist. And I just...
No wonder your phone's
Do
all
you believe
fucked
that?
up.
No.
Okay,
No,
good. Shut
no,
the fuck
no.
up.
No,
Australia! I can assure you,
Australia.
does exist because Foster's is amazing, Crocodile
Disgusting.
Dundee's rock on,
awesome.
and Subaru would never have gotten a market share. Boom! Mind blown.
And Steve Irwin.
All right, so
But
next
wait,
we're
wait,
talking
wait,
about.
Have you been to Australia?
No, I'm not going to
Then
Australia.
how can you? Then
Everything
how do
here
you know?
wants to
Then
kill
how do
you.
you
It's
know?
like Florida.
Wait a minute.
You've never experienced it.
Point
firsthand,
Break
how
was
do you know?
filmed partially in Australia.
Patrick Swayze was there, so shut up. All right, guys, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, I'm going to call our dear tech guy, Nick, up. He's breaking all the floor. Because we want to talk about something that happened recently. It's a topic I've wanted to talk about for a while now. And we're going to talk a bit about the suicide forest in Japan, the Akugahari suicide forest. And there was a YouTuber video. Hey, buddy, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to hear you here. All right, so what I want to mention here is, before you start, Nick, I want to talk about this whole thing with the whole Logan Paul thing being at the quote suicide forest. Which, guys,
I'm a Pauler. Leave him alone.
If you look at the name in Japanese, Nihongo, it actually means Sea of Trees, and it's not far from the base of Mount Fuji. It's a very quiet, desolate place. Desolate, not meaning like a desert, but quiet and woodsy. If you're not used to being in the deep, thick woods, you can be very alone very fast. And this place seems to be that way from what I've read. Now, what Logan Paul did was a little... I'm not judging the guy because I've never met him. I don't know him. I've never talked to him. Never emailed him. I didn't know him that much. I don't follow his channel. I know he's a huge YouTuber. And a millionaire because of it. But what he did was... And Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, he was with a group of people at the quote suicide, I'm going to use suicide forest, guys, it's easier to say than Akigahari. And they came across an actual hanging corpse of a suicide victim.
Correct. So they were doing a live broadcast to YouTube, which he does a lot. And they were in the Sea of Sorrow forest. And they came across a suicide victim. Where he messed up was, instead of using text and tick, he decided to broadcast live images of the victim to YouTube.
Oh, it was live streamed.
And that, it was live streamed. So
I didn't know that.
became an issue. But where people caught the video was his upload the next day. Instead of editing the video like you should have, he didn't. He left the video home and put it back up on YouTube. And that's when the problem came. It wasn't the live video that got him in trouble the day before. It was the upload the day after that got him in trouble.
Okay, see, I thought it was his reaction. Like, I thought there was like a lot of laughing and...
Well, there was. He was very disrespectful. I mean, for what we're dealing with, the kind of stuff that we're dealing with something into their life. He was very disrespectful. But let's be honest, he is famous for being a disrespectful person. He's famous on YouTube and has his fan base on YouTube for doing shock and awe type thing.
Yeah.
It's not like this is something he's new to. It's not like something he just decided today. Oh well, I'm gonna be this kind of person. I'm gonna do this kind of video. Everybody has a job. I was just talking to a friend of mine earlier, a friend of mine and Jay together, Draven, and we were talking about what makes him popular. It's what makes everyone popular. All the big names on YouTube have some kind of niche.
Yeah.
Boogie Night, PewDiePie, Yellow, like all these guys have some kind of niche they're famous for. And that's what gives them the viewers. The problem is when you get into stuff like what he did, it's not so much that it's going to cost him viewers. What it will cost him is repeat views. So he may not lose subscriptions, though. He has lost quite a few subscriptions to the channel. But it's not like he's going to lose subscriptions. And like Draven said, he's got a point. People who follow him for that kind of stuff. And that's where we are. Unfortunately, that's what's popular right now. I couldn't see doing that, being disrespectful enough to take a human who had taken their life and brought, the fact that he didn't show their face, I get that, okay, he made a statement on Twitter saying, well, I didn't show their face, and this. That's fine. You showed their body. You should have done that.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
well, I mean,
there's no right in that situation.
I mean, like, how I dealt with stuff, like, I was a mortician. I have to have a sense of humor to deal with things, and that was his argument, was, well, I had to laugh about it, because that's what people got pissed off at first, was that his response was one of jokes and jesting. From what I heard, it was nervous laughter, and I get that, but why still... See, I didn't realize it was a live streaming video. I thought it was something he actually recorded then posted.
No, he does video like we do here. So he does a live broadcast and then he uploads.
Okay.
So he did a live broadcast on his channel, which he has two channels, just so everybody knows. He has a Twitch channel too that does a live broadcast on, and then he uploads to YouTube. He did it live on Twitch and uploads to YouTube. And that's where people didn't catch it on the Twitch. But let's be honest, Twitch is generally a younger audience anyways, so people on Twitch are kind of like, oh, cool, that's something neat. Or versus people our age are like, whoa, wait a minute, what's that? We may follow him for a laugh or occasion, but when you touch subjects that are like so far off kilter that, it makes someone step back and think to themselves, wow, he took it to a level.
Yeah.
And that's where we got a problem. And that's the reason why everybody's so upset about it right now. I mean, he's not the first one, so let me get it clear. He is not the first one to broadcast on YouTube the death of a human being. He is not the first one to broadcast a suicide victim on YouTube. In fact, there are videos to this day that have been up there for years of people being beheaded in Saudi Arabia and Iraq.
Yeah.
One of those Koreas?
One of the Koreas.
Yeah, Korea. There's videos of people in Somalia being whipped until their flesh is ripped off their body. There's some horrific stuff on YouTube, and you can find it if you look for it. What the problem was, this channel was a shock channel, but it was still considered family friendly. It was still considered kid safe. He took it to a level where now it's not considered kid safe. And YouTube and Google as a whole have stepped in and said, hey, look, we're going to monitor your channel now. We're not going to allow this kind of material to be put out by somebody who has as much subscriber base as you. We're not going to monetize your videos if they have shock quality to them, and that's what they should do. A lot of videos, including a lot of our videos, have been taken off or been demonetized just for one cuss word, or because we show the Coca-Cola can in the video.
Yeah.
So, if they can demonetize our videos for something very little. I think showing a human body that has been deceased should definitely be a red flag.
Yeah.
And I know not everybody feels that way.
I don't.
But,
well, dude, like, okay. So I think one of the big things we had with our channel was I didn't realize we had to, like, set it to a certain age limit, and then I never did that. So we got shut down a few times, a lot of times. But this guy is channels for kids. Like, you don't want your kids seeing the suicide. Like, I was a mortician. I've seen suicides. I've seen death. I wouldn't want to record it.
This channel adult only. It's been relabeled adult only as of this morning. So.
Okay, well that's good. Like, now at the same time, like, I didn't realize it was a live stream. Now it's hard to.
Well, I mean, honestly, more likely
it's
what happened was
hard to roll around in the idea of death. So his argument himself of, hey, we deleted it and whatnot. I handle it badly. I get that. When you see death and you're not ready for it, sometimes it can be really, really confusing.
It's weirdly one of those things you're not expecting, and he wandered into something while he was live streaming, and essentially it's one of those moments where you get caught in the headlights.
At the same time, though, he went to the suicide forest.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck did you expect? Having to go fucking kitten parties?
At least 500 people since the 1950s have been found there dead, hanging from trees. It's a dense forest.
I was actually just reading that myself. So.
He went there for a reason, like, I would love to visit there because I really hate myself. But the fact is, No, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm just kidding. It's a beautiful, beautiful forest. That's not why I want to go there.
Littered with very bad things.
It's also a place known for that.
And part of that's the culture of the area too. And part of it's the culture of the area and the history of it. Like, it's a dense forest. People don't see you. There's a lot of stuff going on that people don't understand. And I don't know. Did he think he was going to find that? Do you think, or did he just happen across it?
I think he happened across it. I think he just got out there.
I know. I will tell you that there's been some screenshots that came up this morning of his Twitter account from a week ago, in which he said that he was going to go do this trip to the Forest of Sorrows, and that he was looking for a dead body. Now, he may have said it with tongue in cheek, just jokingly, but in hindsight, now that this is all taking place, tongue in cheek, he held the body in the butt afterwards, and unfortunately, he did make a statement to this fact beforehand. I don't think he purposely went there to look for a human body and to videotape it. I mean, first of all, let me make this clear for everybody in the United States. In the U.S., it is illegal to knowingly videotape a deceased individual with the intention to disseminate that video. So it is illegal to do that here.
Absolutely.
Only reason he is not in jail right now, he has not been arrested
Because
right
he's
now,
in Japan.
is because he did it in Japan. Now, Japan, just so you know, has a similar law on the books, but in Japan, there is a 20-year minimum sentence for it. Where we are now is he needs to be aware that because he did do this offense in Japan, he did take the video in Japan. What I would be worried about, or what I would be looking for in the future, is if Japan is going to press the issue and have him extradited back to Japan to be held charged for what he did. Because there it is a crime. It's a high crime. It is a high crime. Death over there is dealt with a lot differently than death is dealt with here. Death is more commonplace over in Japan, but the dead are generally given more relevance over there than we do here.
Yeah.
Here we're a country where we tend to bury people in the ground, put a tombstone on their head, and forget them. In Japan, they bury their ancestors and they bury them next to them in a house, or they bury them in the house on the floor, or they bury them on the front yard, and they go out every day and they visit and talk to them. It's a little bit different culture there. So I don't know how far they're going to take it, but I will guarantee you, at least, his travel rights to Japan will probably be revoked.
I think.
Well, he's from he lives in California, right?
Actually,
he's a Beverly Hills guy.
to be honest,
Now.
part of me believes that.
So California will extradite.
Well, hold on. Actually, they don't. California is a non-extradition state. They don't
No,
extradite.
California is the only extradition state.
They don't extradite ever.
That's not true.
No, they don't. They're
Okay,
a non-extradition state.
no, we don't pay to bring them back. We pay to send them out.
No, in California, it's a non-extradition state.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is a non-extradition state.
Anyway, regardless.
There are criminals that are sitting in jails here that did something in, I can't remember, it was like Kentucky or something, did a horrible crime, and they refused to send them over.
Okay, so, moral argument. Do I think that Logan Paul should be in jail for doing this? No. Do I think he should feel like shit?
Actually,
Absolutely.
what I was going to say was,
it's a human thing. It's not a. It's
the
not.
thing
a
is
legal
this,
thing.
for me, in my opinion with this, I think Japan, if they decide to go after him, they're going to go after him hard. Because frankly, and seriously, I think that at this point, it's an American citizen, and the Japanese are probably really tired of American citizens showing up to the suicide forest and filming this shit. And they're like, you know what? This guy's extremely famous. This would be huge news everywhere.
So that said, I'm going to be 35, I think, this year. When I was 18, it was still legal in Japan to have sex with a minor.
That doesn't mean they're not going to make. They're not
As
going to make
long as you didn't show penetration. So fuck, who cares with that?
You know what? People
It's a
change
moral
and,
argument
and
about
things change.
cultures. Like, what was wrong was he did something stupid. Like, we grew up, like, Nick, you're old enough to know, Rotten.com.
Ugh.
Did we or did we not? Paid a lot of attention to that site when we were growing up.
Yeah, my
Gory,
mistakes.
garbagey shit. And it fucked with us. It did. But it also gave us something to look at. We play video games. What do? We get violent. It's a little different when someone is like...
Did you just seriously...
How is it really different,
Did you just seriously corroborate violence in video games?
Well...
Okay, hold on, real quick before we go, you probably give it one minute, guys. So I just want to make a statement here. Vanishing Gates and VanishingGates.com do not endorse or condone any type of gore, violence, or
Absolutely.
broadcasting of any
Absolutely.
Not even slightly.
We are absolutely against it.
We do not.
So
Actually,
make that statement.
I'm gonna
That's not
put this.
something we
I'm
endorse.
actually gonna put this up here. We got the suicide hotline thing. I'm gonna put it up here, and there's the suicide website and hotline, anti-suicide. Like, if you're feeling the need for help, they're on the top of the screen. As a person, like I'm gonna say this, guys, from my heart, as a person who's dealt with self-harm and with thoughts of suicide, it's not worth doing it. Okay. I'm gonna break down for you guys a little bit here. Like, if you need help, call that number and check out the website. It's not worth your life. Your life is, you could be anything. I went from nothing. I was an asshole most of my life, and I've ended up with a pretty good life. I got some really good friends here. I got a brother on the line from freaking Illinois. Like, I'm in California. Don't do it. Don't be selfish.
You know what? And the thing is in the long run, it's this idea, like, you think you can't do anything, you can't go anywhere. You know what? We're not big. We're not huge by any means. We have
You are.
240 subscribers
You're kinda big.
on our show, but we sat down and we did it. We're doing it now. We're trying to make a go of it. The thing is you can do it too. It's not finding a niche. It's not, being good at anything in particular. It's finding something you enjoy and just show people. That's how people got famous on YouTube. It's not because they were great at it. It was because they enjoyed doing it and people enjoyed watching them have fun. That is why all those guys got famous. That is why Logan Paul got famous, because he enjoyed being an asshole.
Boogie, he's amazing.
Yeah,
I don't
Boogie.
know Logan Paul. I don't know Boogie. Like, honestly, they all seem like good guys. The fact is, they found something that made them happy, and they made them popular, and they went with it.
It's not worth.
They found something in their life that made them okay with themselves. Guys, that's what I'm saying. It's not worth hurting yourself over. And Nick, you know this. Quality of life is a huge deal.
It's hard to discuss subjects like this for me, because I have lost somebody close to suicide. So it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it even contemplate that stuff. And if you don't think you have someone, and you listen to this podcast, there's a message board here all the time. We have a message box on the Facebook page. We have one on the website. And all of our profiles are personally attached to the website. So, take the time to drop us a line and say, hey, look, I just watched your video dealing with the suicide forest, and I've been dealing with some shit. Hey, if you got a moment, I will personally take time out of my day anytime to help anyone.
Absolutely.
Ditto.
No problem.
I think we all would.
I got no problem. You can add me on Facebook.
Even Paco will actually talk to you about this.
I would.
Like,
I would.
he will FaceTime you.
Fair. How about that? How about leave the sunglasses off for the rest of the episode?
Guys, keep in mind though, the name suicide forest is a misnomer. It's a misnomer. It actually translates to sea of trees. It's an open. Keep that in mind, guys. Life is never so quick and fast or end. We all die eventually. Don't make it too fast.
There's a lot of things that, throughout life that's hard and rough that you got to go through to be able to make yourself stronger, to be able to get through the next hoop and everything else. And throughout it all, though, like, you find people in your life, you find friends, you find family, you find the little things in life that make you happy. You find, your own personal joy, and sometimes it takes more time than others to be able to do so, and it's not worth taking your own life, affecting the people that are around you and also yourself. There's a lot of people out here in the world to know that there are people out there for you to talk to, for you to be able to lean on, and seek advice, seek help, make sure you guys contact those numbers if you guys have any of those feelings or thoughts or anything like that. There's a phone number and also a website you guys can check out.
And you can always email us to vanishinggates@gmail.com. And you can even put any of our headers up. You can RE, Jason, Jack, Paco, Nick. We'll all answer. We'll all talk to you.
Before you guys continue on with that, I actually kind of developed a theory with life. Out there, if you're feeling close because something didn't go your way or it didn't happen, and you were shooing, the thing you have to realize is that people always, people talk to God because they asked for something, they didn't get it. My reason for saying that, me particularly, I'm agnostic. I believe there's a higher deity, but I don't believe in the religious gods. I believe that there's something out there that we don't understand. But if a deity did exist in the form of religion, if you pray for something, you have to realize there are 1,000 or 100, even if not 1,000, 20 to 30 other people who do the exact same thing you are. And maybe that's not where you're supposed to be. Life, I believe this is that everything does happen for a reason. Because meeting my wife, going through like the horrible things that happened to me, if the bad didn't happen to me, I would never have gotten the good things that did eventually come to me.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't be sitting here now happy and married and having a good life, because I do have a good life. I have small bumps in the road, but I didn't give up because I just life would eventually turn around if I let myself happen. You know, if I allowed it to happen, if I just seized the moments when they came and I went for it, it would take place. You have to take the good and the bad. If you don't have the bad, there is no good. Because things will always get worse before they get better. And when they do get better, you'll have learned something and you'll be stronger for it. If it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. Remember that.
Well, unless it's syphilis.
Yeah.
Then you're
I mean,
totally
me and Jay here, we grew up in a single household who raised 5 kids, and we had our
worked her
bumps.
ass off. She worked
That's right.
so
She
hard.
worked 3 jobs with 5 kids, worked herself to the bone.
We went through a lot of crap.
Yeah,
as-
Jay here,
as kids.
Jay has gone through probably the mill, literally, of just terrible situations.
Like it,
I'm not going to go through that. But the fact of the matter is,
she was the foundation of solidarity that made us stronger. And the fact is, when I was younger and thought about killing myself, it was how pissed off or how sad would my mom would be. Like, you know, like
grip onto that. Think of
grip
the,
onto
grip
us
to your
if you need
family.
to grip.
Grip onto somebody close to you.
You can grip onto Vanishing Gates. We'll let
There's-
you grip.
It seems like there's not someone to talk to, or that someone.
You don't get a grip.
No. I'd say that the thing I would say about this is, if you think there's someone that there's no one to talk to, if you think there's no one in your life who cares, try again. And actually
There's
try.
Vanishing Gates, MSCP, and we got your back.
Well, I mean, it's not
Don't
just
we,
that.
Nick?
I'm talking about, the hotlines. There are family members who think our friends don't care. Ask.
Everyone
Seek
cares.
help.
Everyone cares.
Because people do care. It's just you got to remember they have bad too, and they're wrapped up in their situation. That doesn't mean they don't care. That means that they will listen and they will help you if you just ask. A lot of people simply don't ask. They just continue on thinking that they're alone,
Absolutely.
and you're not.
You're never alone.
That's right.
So, Nick, what do you got to say about life? Because I know you got some good insight on being alive.
Well, when you get to be my age, you're a little bit older, a little bit fatter, a little bit wiser.
I got those parts. I'm a little bit wider feet.
Take it from a guy who's been battling cancer for 8 years. It's a shit road, a downhill battle. Sometimes you roll hard, sometimes you get back up, sometimes you fall, sometimes you stand. But through it all, you have to have friends. So I think the number one thing that gets people down is people feel alone. It's hard to be, especially, let me touch this here. So it's hard to be married. Okay, let me tell you what the number one problem with marriages is. You get to that point in your marriage, you get some years into it. And you get to that point where, yeah, you can talk to your spouse about everything, but you don't want to talk to her about everything. Or you don't want to talk to him about everything. You want that outlet outside of the home, outside of the relationship, outside of the family. And people don't tend to find that. And that's a lot of things that make people, generally women, get depressed and commit suicide in marriages. That's the number one cause it or not, is they're feeling not welcome, or they're not feeling appreciated, or they don't feel like they're being talked to. Or they have problems, they don't know how to vent because, there was a man who doesn't want them to be around the people, or he doesn't want them talking to them about their problems. That's the people you look out for. If you go out in the world and you see a friend of yours, and they're so in the shine that they're not happy, or they're depressed, or they're lonely, or they're sad. Or you see your girlfriend's boyfriend treating her like garbage, or he's talking down to her, bossing her around. You see your buddy's wife cheating on him, or not even cheating on him, but just treating him like general trash. Be the one to pull that person to the side and say, hey, look, I don't want to be part of your relationship. I don't want to be part of your life. But I do want to be part of your friendship, and I want you to know that I am your outlet. And anything you say or tell me stays with me. There's many secrets that have been told me over the years, probably because I'm a very good listener, that people would never want out. Okay? And there's a lot of things that I'll take with me to the grave because I was told stuff in confidence or somebody told me something in private. Stuff that probably have a lot of people arrested for the rest of their life. But that's part of being a human being. Everybody needs that outlet. So me, personally, I got Jay. I call that eyebrowless son of a bitch.
I have eyebrows!
No, he does not.
I got Draven. I've got Jerk. And these guys are, all these guys are handled. Please bear with me.
And you know what? You can call me at any point in time too.
I've got Jack or I've got Paco. If I want to fucking talk to those guys, I got them on Facebook.
If I want to fucking talk to those guys.
Hey, we're here for you, man. We're here for you.
Paco, I sent you a message. Hope you're ready. I've got a group of guys that I can talk to, and those guys can talk to me, and they don't have to know me. Me and Jay are like family. He's like my brother. Like Mark, Roy, Joe, Leader is one chromosome apart from being related. So
It's funny because you're both missing one.
Yeah, Jay's anyway.
Jacqueline's caught that. I have eyebrows. You're Puerto Rican, Chuck.
You know.
Anyways, you don't have to be with somebody 24 hours a day. You don't have to see them ever. You don't ever have to meet somebody to be close to them.
You know, actually, that to that point, my best friend since high school. Actually, we see each other every once in a while, but even to this day, if I need something, I know I can just call him.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can call him. I see him like probably every month, like 3 times, and I know if I need something, I can call him, and he knows if he needs something, he can call me at any point in time.
I got a buddy of mine the same way, like we've been friends for like, I don't know, freaking 13 years now. I haven't even seen him in the last 4 or 5 years, but we'll still contact each other throughout the year. It's probably, 2 or 3 times, if not a little bit more throughout the year. But every time we talk, it's like no time lapsed, He's always there for me, I'm always there for him. There's just, you get to that point with people to where you have that bond.
You know what? And I think that should be like the take away from the show. Like with all the negativity with the suicide stuff, there's always someone in your life that you can trust and depend on.
Yeah, and with that, with what Nick was saying, was I would say to people, not just people who are thinking, who have suicidal thoughts and are feeling like hurting themselves, you can call the hotline.
You don't.
But
Just don't do it.
Call the hotline. Don't do it. You can seek someone, but that's just one half of the coin, because there's another. If you see your friend struggling or you see someone struggling, be proactive.
Mm-hmm.
Find out what's going on.
Talk to them.
Talk to them. Speak to them. If you see someone, don't just in this society nowadays. There were literally people who get murdered on the street that no one wants to go outside and look nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
If your friend is struggling, be proactive. Yeah. Find this out and seek out and help them. Talk to them. Bring them back.
Don't push it too much, which you might make it worse.
Yeah, don't be too bad. But the thing is,
you care.
Simply talking can drag them back from the brink. It can bring them back.
Some people like hugs.
Well, yeah.
I'm not
I'm not a hugger. But just simple things. A simple thing as
I don't know you. That's my purse.
other than trying to steal from people by hugging them. A simple thing such as just talking to someone could bring them back from the edge. It could bring them back from the brink just by letting them know you give a shit. By noticing. That's all you need.
By caring.
Yeah, just care. Just show your heart and show that you care, and that could bring someone back from the edge. Mm-hmm. And that's all it takes.
We all have at least.
Before we get too far off track, I want to bring up something real quick.
Right.
I watched a show a couple weeks ago, and we all saw the AKA California SpaceX launch lights in the sky thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
The sperm from the
rocket Earth impregnator.
I just want to bring up one little tidbit to everyone. I know that SpaceX says, we launched a rocket, and that's what did this, and blah, right? If you Google that phenomenon, it's been happening since the 1800s.
Wait, so you don't think it was SpaceX?
It could not be. I mean, it's not impossible.
I think that it may be something leaving the planet,
From the ocean?
but I don't believe it was SpaceX.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
There wasn't that was like legit like non-human phenomena.
the only thing that
Jay, if you remember last year, I actually brought another one of those videos.
Yeah, no, you showed that one. Oh, it was in
From
Florida.
Miami, Florida. Yeah.
actually,
Miami, Florida.
Yeah,
you know, oddly enough, with
There
the
was one in Holland too.
Holland too.
I'm gonna go off topic, and I'm gonna bring a fun fact to everybody about the band, the Foo Fighters. That's actually named after unidentified flying objects before they were called UFOs.
We were gonna do a show about the Foo Fighters at one point, but now you ruined it. Thanks.
That's why the Foo Fighters are called the Foo. It's a term that the military used.
Now we gotta
World War
figure out
II
another
fighters
show.
were actually like over Germany, I think. There's a forest in Germany, I think.
Mhm.
No, England, not Germany.
Well,
England.
it was throughout the war,
England.
wasn't it?
No, there was a specific place in England where they still have sightings of extraterrestrials. Now we know the government has been studying UFOs, and had been big quotation marks.
Never stopped. Never stopped.
Okay, for a fact, the CIA has been studying something. Had been, they still are.
Well, here's the thing that gets me. Like, for instance, people they keep going out to Roswell or out to Area 51, and what I've always told people is you can't look there.
Yeah, don't be so bored.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Our government is really our government is really good at sleight of hand. It's not there. I guarantee
it's
it.
not really good at sleight of hand.
No, because what you're looking at right now is you're looking at the obvious. What they would do is they'd put all this technology in the middle of a busy area where
So-
no one would even think that they would do
you're
it.
suggesting, Jack, that we should have Marciano on as our alien aficionado
Oh my
for the
God.
sleight of hand.
No.
I
Hey,
will cut you. too.
Marciano's still magnificent. He's still our
I
friend.
love Marciano.
I love it, but no.
Kind of took over our
All right,
show.
so
then,
maybe next week we'll talk more about the UFO thing. Nick,
Please,
maybe next week we'll have you on as our. We'll have a UFO conversation next week.
Mhm.
Sound good to you?
Special sexy guest, got you.
You are
That's right.
always special and sexy.
That's right. Nick is.
I'll put that Coke bottle challenge picture right up
Do you
on
want
the
to
screen.
do you want to post in chat, or do you want to give your do you want to post in chat, or are you going to give a shout out to yourself here real quick to your website so everybody can know where to find
Nick's
your
Electronics.
Nick's
You
Electronics.
can do it. It's
Oh,
on the
yeah,
it's on the scroll.
www.nixelectronics.com. That's me, Nix Electronics, Facebook.com, Nix Electronics, PC Repair, custom programming, satellite communications, custom cell communications, we deal with everything. MXCP Gaming, MXCPgaming.net, that is us. MXCP Gaming is the Microsoft Certified Xbox Professionals. So we're a program that all of us Xbox guys play in. We also have two groups for MXCP PlayStation, MXCP Nintendo.
Well, we have PlayStation gamers now.
Oh no!
Shut it down. Shut it down hard. Hard shut it down.
But yeah, so you guys can reach out to us, whatever. MXCP Gaming is a Facebook group on the Facebook there. Electronics can be found on Facebook. And I am Nick A. Stevens, so Nick Electronics. I don't have a super name. I'm not like double I agent, triple I7.
But you can always, Nick always has access to emails. So if you want to like write us an email at vanishinggates@gmail.com and put in the subject line for Nick, he'll get it because he has access.
Yeah.
Oh, you can reach me at nick@nixelectronics.com.
Absolutely.
And make sure you don't accidentally send your Vin Diesel fanfic to him. Send it to
That
us.
said,
Aria to Jay.
just send your Vin Diesel versus Jack Erotica fanfics to vanishinggates@gmail.com
Two G's.
with Nick as the subject line. So what do you think, Nick? Next week we'll do a UFO show. You down for this?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
All right.
We'll touch on dark ones next week too. I think that'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
I just want to say to the viewers that are watching this, Jay's been trying to get me out for a couple weeks. Well,
Forever.
actually a couple months now, but my schedule is really messed up.
Ditto.
But I am a little bit more open right now on the Saturdays, so I can do these shows. So yeah, I'd like to start doing dark webs. I've got a couple other shows I want to touch on. I've got some pretty, extensive knowledge about the internet and how technology works.
He's kind of
All that good
intelligent,
stuff.
which is pretty cool because
Please hit the thumbs up button and share this.
I'm learning it really good. Yeah.
so now the last time you guys might have heard from Nick was our live special from the Eureka Inn.
No one saw that.
He was
so-
a live call back then, but he has been our go-to
Talk about
guy.
ages ago, man.
Set up our website. He is we always refer to our tech guru as Nick. That's Nick.
This is our tech guru.
You guys can hear from him now.
Toucher.
And don't forget, soon we're on our 1-year anniversary, but next week we'll have Nick on.
I won't be here again next week.
What?
Yeah, I'm going back down to Sacramento this week. I gotta go join my mother and her birthday party and celebration with the rest of my family.
Nice.
So I
Nice.
won't be
Happy
here.
birthday to your mom.
Yeah, thanks. And so it should be a fun time, but I'll be back the following week.
And Paco has no sunglasses on.
I have no sunglasses on. I was told to take them off.
It's amazing.
I know. You look really nice like that, so let's keep it.
Well,
So
you know, I mean,
like,
I kind of like my shtick though.
one less button.
One less button.
You can go from Paco
You know
to
what?
El
We're gonna get
Guapo.
you wigs.
No, El Paco Suave.
No, just El Paco.
You might need a cloud wig. You can do cloud wig or something. We'll do something different.
Maybe we'll do a couple of shows without the sunglasses, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll
You
see.
look better without sunglasses. You have really intriguing eyes.
Yes,
Get over
deep,
yourself.
They can
deep
see
get
it
over
down
yourself.
there.
Really.
Get over yourself.
You are so beautiful.
You are special, Nick.
All right.
I got to be on your show, and thank you guys for the time, and I had a good time tonight. You guys
It's
have
your
fun.
show too. You're just never on.
Thanks for being a part of this, Nick.
All right.
Thanks, man.
We'll have you next week. We'll talk to you real soon.
All right, you guys have a good time. Good night, guys.
Hey, one question real quick. Do you believe Australia is real? Oh, damn.
He knows
There we
it's
go.
not retarded.
You know, here's the thing. I say like, share, and subscribe. I would love that. Hit the thumbs up button. For those of you who don't know what the like button is, you just hit the thumbs up. That's it.
Notification button to on YouTube.
Yeah, turn the notification
Check
button
our
on
YouTube
YouTube.
channel. It'll help us out a little bit.
But the one thing I could do is say is, at the very least, share out the number for the suicide hotline.
No, like the number on the top of the screen right now, guys. Like, if you did this, nothing. If you never watch this again, what I want you guys to know is, if you know someone who's dealing with this kind of stuff, share that number, share that website, or at least tell them about this video.
Absolutely.
And if they have a problem, they can directly contact us at vanishinggates@gmail.com. I have been there. I have been there. I did try, and honestly, it's not worth it. Your life is more valuable than you can ever understand. There's more to life than just what you see.
Absolutely.
We're super valuable. Like, us dumb guys are here doing this. Like, we work for a beer industry. What do you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
It's still valuable.
It's the bump in the road.
It doesn't matter. It's a job.
No, absolutely.
You know what?
Absolutely. I mean,
It
grateful
doesn't
for the
matter.
things that you
The
got.
fact
though,
is,
you
you're
know?
here.
Absolutely.
You're with us. We're not doing much here, guys. Doing the
Mm-mm.
show. We're not making a bunch of money off this.
No,
So
we're not making any
funding
money.
us here.
We're not making any money off of this.
I am hemorrhaging money.
Nick, you're
You know
supposed
what?
to say that in the Vanishing Gate or
But-
Vanishing Gates.
Vanishing Gats.
Whether
thing.
we profited or not off of this, at this point, the whole reason, the whole backing behind this was to be able to get together, have fun, be able to
Talk about the weird
talk to people, make these conversations not so uncomforting for others.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah,
uncomforting.
Uncomforting. I don't care.
We don't want this to be
Right.
comforting for
You
you.
know, though, it brought us to a place where we can actually talk about stuff and not feel
Mhm.
like we'll be judged upon. too much.
Exactly.
We're having fun.
We know you're judging us anyway, silently.
I'm judging both of you. So hug up. But this is
Like
something.
I have a Deadpool one
But on
thing.
a serious note, on a serious note, though, like, you are not so invaluable you have to hurt yourself.
No,
I
absolutely.
promise you. I promise you. And if you ever feel like you need to hurt yourself, don't. Just contact me. We'll talk. I will give you my freaking phone number. We can talk.
Absolutely.
Just email me and we'll talk. Don't hurt yourself. Call that number. The National Suicide Hotline is right on top of the screen, right above Jack's head. And there's also the website there. don't hurt yourself. It's not worth it. I've been there. I've done that. It's not worth buying a t-shirt, all right? You're just going to hurt other people and lose your entire value. You're going to rob the world of what you can give them. It doesn't matter how bad you feel like life is. The fact is, you can give something good to somebody.
You are a firework.
Oh, God. I'm not quoting Katy Perry. Okay?
Please ignore Paco. It is
We're
not
Next time.
redonkulous.
Hold up. I got this.
Next time on Vanishing Gates, we kill Paco.
We sure
It
did.
wasn't deep enough.
Well, good thing I won't be here next
I
week.
can't do it right now. I've been
Or-
doing it perfectly all week.
Or am I really not gonna be here because I'm dead?
Paco is lame.
That's rude
Get
to
him.
all y'all.
I can't do it.
All right, so
All right,
the Japanese Suicide Force has.
Let's get some facts going.
All right.
No,
Well,
the fact is,
I actually got
here's some facts. It doesn't matter. It's a beautiful forest that people go to when they feel down. They go to somewhere nice and serene and quiet. The place is super heavy with trees.
And the theory, and one of the thoughts is that, and
It's not worth going to die, guys. It's not worth it's not worth killing yourselves. You always have a chance. If you need help, check out the number on the top of the screen. Check out the website or email us. Don't hurt yourself. Even if you feel like you're cutting yourself, trust me, I know it's not worth doing it. I'll talk to you. No problem here. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching this wonderful episode, this cheery, happy episode of
not depressing whatsoever.
Vanishing
Very
Gates.
heartfelt.
You know?
And Logan Paul, if you want to come on the show as a guest, feel free, fella. You know what? I'm not mad at the guy. I don't think that he knew he did anything wrong. I don't think he knew he did something wrong.
To be perfectly honest, my theory is that he was literally a deer in the headlights, and then he made a stupid decision.
I think
this is
he
stupid.
made a series of dumb decisions like I have in my life, like we have.
Well,
Like
I
we
think it's
started
because-
a podcast.
I think the thing is that society, you know, with like right nowadays, people are pushing the bar of
and he wanted to be more
what's
extreme.
bar, and he thought he
I
was.
would like
you know,
okay, well,
he thought it would be okay. If he was
without
wrong.
being
He was
presumptuous,
wrong.
I would love to invite him on the show as a guest to talk about it because I would like to hear his side of the story.
Right.
Because honestly, I think this damaged him more than he's admitting it damaged him. I think
Good
personally, I don't
possibility.
think it's not his bank account. I think personally,
Personally, yeah.
it probably damaged him.
Absolutely.
And the fact is, it should have.
I mean,
I've been there. I've seen dead bodies. They're not fun to watch.
I
They're
have
not
really
fun to
big
look at.
hands.
What?
I have really big hands.
I gotta do it.
All right, guys. Once again, thank you for watching Vanishing Gates. I'm your host, Into the Fortean, the Weird, the Strange.
And the
Jay?
horribly depressing.
I think this is a really
It was actually a very uplifting
lighthearted
show.
episode.
Yeah, was that lighthearted to you?
I think this is
I would hate to see the ones that aren't lighthearted.
Check out our YouTube channel.
Mm.
That's not lighthearted at all.
Click the little
This
bell.
is
This is oh wait, I wasn't here for the announcement, was I?
Mm.
This is the Tardy Jack.
Mm.
The Tardy Jack.
Oh, Paco, you guys, without the sunglasses.
guys, which is really awesome and impressive. You should do that.
That's like a special
It suits
technique.
you well.
How did you do that, by the way? How did you remove the glasses?
You know?
Could you show us exactly
It
how
was a
this took
power
place?
up. I had
It was,
to actually
it was just like this. It was just
pre-order.
like this.
Okay, another fact.
All right,
This
so
one
my
more.
game-
expansion.
Hold on, let's see what happens
Watch this.
next, everybody.
Watch
Hold
this.
on. Oh my god. Yep.
That's
That
how
was
it's
Guys,
done.
that's for
That was magical.
That was it.
All right, guys. Thank you
We'll
for
never be the
watching
same after that.
once again. Watch us next week right here.
Love you, Vanishers.
Bye, everybody. Oh, hold on. Goodbye, everybody.
And next week
Wait,
we'll have
Hold on, the hand movement.
Nick on
Hand movement.
as our
Gotta do this.
extraterrestrial guest.
Goodbye, everybody. Are you gonna?
I'll miss you guys next week.
No, you're not gonna
Can't
do
wait
it.
to see you guys the following week. Love you. Maybe I can
We're
get
gonna
another
be on
interview.
Macy's next week.
Maybe I can get another interview.
No, it's all.
Interview with who?
No, actually, a lot of people saw it. And a lot of people loved it.
I didn't.
Yeah. Yo, check it out. It's on the
Love
video discussion
you.
page.
Bye, everybody.